I'm a blessed person. Life keeps giving me the opportunity to learn new things. And here I am in the parking lot at Baxter Theater, uh, learning new things. One of the new things that I learned is that you should never replace that clamp. See that one right there? That's the one that originally came on the car. Reuse this clamp when you change a hose. Why? Because the clamp they sell you, it works, I guess, but it looks like this. Yeah, it works. It's called a worm clamp. You screw this down and it tightens. Well, I must not have screwed it down tight enough, because last night I lost all my coolant on Broadway when the hose popped off the engine. Yeah, just popped right off. It was like hanging loose. All the coolant gone. Car went straight to the red zone. I pulled over as quickly as I could. Put some more in it for a second. Well, not for a second, but I managed to get it here in this parking lot. It was only super hot for maybe 30 seconds at the most, maybe 15. That's bad enough. Maybe life will give me another gracious lesson in life by destroying this engine, and then I'll get to get another car. Yeah. Anyway, daughter and I went to Hamilton. Great performance. Really loved it. Came out and yeah. Fun times. Well, don't be a dumbass like me. It's my only advice to you. Now here's a example of what the worm clamp looks like, and I guess it's properly tightened. This one's not loose at all. Neither is this one. They're fine. This one had come off, and so I wasn't sure if I just didn't tighten it up enough, or if it was, not going to work in this application, because there's pressure coming out this way. Pressure from the radiator fluid flows like this, down into the motor or engine, and then out here, so that this is the pressure coming out. Ow! And that's where it popped off. Another lesson in life: exhaust manifolds are hot. Watch out for that. Well, alright. I'll be back maybe in a minute when I get this thing bubbled up. That's what I'm doing right now. See, the funnel's got stuff in it, burping the air out of it. Aren't life lessons great? There's where my coolant temperature is sitting now. It's like normal, of course, because I just started the car. Rev it up some, get the coolant bubbling. Oh, so it gets fully hot. I've got a program that I use that can tell me things like how high the temperature is on the car while it's running. If you look down here, you'll see this. That plugs into your diagnostic port. It's essentially a code reader, and it communicates via Bluetooth with a program in this phone, and it'll tell me things like, well, how hot the engine is, what error codes are present, that sort of thing. So it's a scanner, OBD2 scanner that goes with your phone. So let me pause this and I'll take a look at what it tells you, and I'll be back. All right, got it filled up. Getting ready to drive it home, and then I'm gonna have to come back here, get a ride. Come back here to get this van, which I just drove over here. Here's a public service announcement for the Baxter Theater, whoever runs this mall. Why don't you restripe this parking lot? There are no stripes that you can see, except for, that one. All faded out. Have no idea where to park your car, really. So just a random gripe. Stripe this parking lot. A brief recap. Here I am at home after
2.5 miles from where I was parked. You can see it's in the normal range. According to the program, it's 180 degree temperature in the engine coolant, so that's normal. So there's no problem now. Let's recap. If you do this job and you replace your radiator, make sure you tighten all your hose clamps. I assume I either didn't tighten it at all or I didn't tighten it enough. After I did the job, drove around for 3 days, 4 days on the interstate, 20, 30 miles on the interstate driving, drove around town, ran perfectly, no problems. Well, you don't want the hose clamp to pop in downtown Louisville on a Friday night at midnight when you're bringing your 15-year-old daughter back home from seeing Hamilton downtown at the Arts Center. Yeah, it caps off the evening in a way you don't want to cap it all. But, as they say, all's well that ends well. The car's here, I'm here, she's here, everything's fine. Apparently the car's not permanently damaged. At least it's not showing any evidence of that. So we're going to call this take 2. Another job well done. Yeah.